Hello guys, watching Go Doctor, and today I'm going to be doing a review on episode 7. And before I get started, I want to quickly talk about Bradley Walsh's portrayal on Graham at the end, just about the bubble wrap thing, before I forget. Basically, I think it was kind of a dark suicide moment, because I know everyone was laughing and joking, but I reckon he hasn't done any misleading acting so far to say, oh, he was meant to be joking around. He hasn't misled his acting so far. He's done everything right and on point, as far as I can see anyway. So I doubt he was meant to be joking about it, and he looked serious. So I reckon he's just had enough and he wanted to maybe end it. And he's just seen what the bubble wrap would do, spoilers, and he wanted to press it, I think. And the way it zoomed out at the end made you think, ooh, maybe they're hinting his death, like Clara did, like they did with Clara. I know we all got announced Clara was going ages ago in front of the series, but we had like I'm not going anywhere, old man to 12th Doctor, and she hugged him. And you kind of got a little so I'm getting that again with Bradley Walsh. I get them mixed up, Bradley and Bradley. So I'm just gonna say Graham. Yeah, I reckon Graham's gonna cop it. And I know there's things saying with the New Year's Day special, they said all the companions are back. They've all casted in, but they can easily tweak the casting and say they're there when they're not, and they could make some deaths happen. And if they're gonna kill off Graham, they're either gonna bring his cancer back to make it relatable, or they're gonna make him go out with a bang and sacrifice for Orion, Yaz, or the Doctor. You know, he's gonna make some sacrifice of his life or something. Anyway, let's get into the story. So we start off with 11th Doctor reference with the Fez and the Doctor opening up a package which sees a help me sign, which was different way to start up a story. And we go into a factory, and this is quite like Broadchurch. You've got the technology, you've got the guy behind the desk, maybe the person from Coronation Street, and the janitor, all who did it, who's killing off these people. It's quite like Broadchurch, the blame of who, maybe it's him, no wait, it's her, and you know, it's like that, or it's the machines. And it weren't really a rogue machine thing, because the guy was tinkering with the robots, the janitor, to try and kill people, because he thought 10% of people are getting jobs. That's not right. We should get more. The robots are taking over. I don't like it. And he wanted to get the robots in the blame, kill a load of people, blame it on the robots. That's his plan. That was his idea. And obviously, the Doctor used his weapons against him, which I never thought that you could never think of. The caretaker guy from Wortley Road, you know, that guy, you could never think that he would be the villain, but he was. That was quite, whoa. Good, like, shock and twist, I would say. The companions had a lot more to do in this episode than they have with any other. I thought that was good. I love Ryan. I think he's brilliant, and I think he's got a bit better. And you know, he's improving every week, just like Bradley Walsh. Bradley Walsh is exceptional. I can't say the word. Bradley Walsh is amazing. He's doing it well. The Doctor's felt more like the Doctor than any other episode so far. She's very doctory. She's very amazing. And then you've got the robots attacking, which you knew they were going to do it. It's a classic Doctor Who trait. And the characters, I was interested in the characters for once. You know, you're like, oh, I don't care for these characters. I cared for these characters, and I loved Kira. I thought she was amazing. I thought, oh, she'd make a good companion. She's so lovable and so nice. And you knew she was going to die, because you knew she weren't going to travel with the Doctor, and you just knew. And that love thing with the caretaker and Kira was quite nice. And it felt quite real in some ways at the beginning, and it didn't. But as you went along, you're like, oh, this would actually work. So I'm glad. And it's like a nice twist. You know, you don't get the romantic ending where they go off in the sunset. One dies and he's really upset and angry. There's not a lot else, I would say. There's a 10th Doctor reference, which I loved. Did I ever tell you the time I met Agatha Christie and a wasp? That was quite a nice little hint. And there was quite a few of Arkido with the 3rd Doctor and the 12th Doctor doing the pressure point on the neck. That was quite nice. You got a lot of Doctor Who references you can get in there. There's quite a few more, no doubt. That's what I've spotted on the first rewatch. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a step up instead of average throughout the series. We've finally upped it. It's not amazing. It's not a brilliant episode. It's a good episode, and that's what we want to get. Now let's improve on that. But yet again, the Tooth Fairy monster and episode 5 with that little the ting or whatever it is, the crazy frog little cute thing. They're the only threats we've had so far. They're the only monsters they've had so far. Because the racism wasn't a monster. Episode 6 with the Indian, they weren't a monster. They were just watching someone die. What's the point in that? Episode 2 didn't have a monster. Yeah, we haven't had a monster so far, and it's really annoying because I want something. Doctor Who's good for them monsters. That's what they're known for. Hide behind the sofa or a pillow or whatever. We haven't had that yet. It's really annoying. The robots were quite good for a scare factor. I thought that would scare little kids, but obviously it wouldn't scare us. But I thought it was a decent episode. I'm going to rank it now and rate it. So out of 10, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm going to give it a solid 7 out of 10. I think it was really good. I enjoyed it. And it's a step up in the right direction. And hopefully next week with the witches, it can improve, hopefully. The finale, I have a bit more hope now from this episode. But yet again, this isn't Chris Chibnall writing the episode, I don't believe. I think someone else wrote this episode. So let's hope Chris has got it. Right. I'm going to end it here. But I will be doing a review on next week's episode. So comment down below what your thoughts on this episode was. Give us a like because it always helps and gets the channel noticed, because I've only just started and I want to get the channel noticed and out there. So please, let's bump this channel up. Let's get subscribers. Let's do this because I've got